Pat Coleman on a cold and windy evening in Rome, Georgia, after the end of a Friday night game in Division III football with Tony Kunczewski, the head coach of the second-year program, the Berry College Vikings, who fell to Millsaps on Friday night 15-10. Coach, the thing that struck me about this game is that through 3 quarters, it was pretty even. You guys were ahead on the scoreboard, pretty even statistically, and then in the fourth quarter, I mean, offensively, you guys barely even had the football, had 2 yards of total offense, and Millsaps, they kind of wear you down, I guess?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I mean, we struggled with some of the conditions offensively to be able to move the ball, and it's another growing experience for a young program. I mean, they're year in year out a very successful program at Millsaps, and we get a year bigger and stronger, and we're able to finish it out in the fourth quarter.
Well, and I think you guys are already, I mean, a year bigger and stronger from last year, and I would think it's shown in the 2 wins that you guys have so far this season. Have you seen beyond the scoreboard that kind of progression?
Well, that's a trick. I mean, when you're talking right after the game, that's tough to focus on. But our guys understand that. I mean, when we look back, last year it was 38-3 and it was 35-0 at the half. So we're coming closer and we're seeing results. We're just not seeing it on the scoreboard on a consistent basis. But we got a young program. We have some great guys, and the future is certainly bright.
You were talking to your team right after the game about how they have to be getting tired of just keeping it close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we focused on before the game too. Is at this point we need to get over the hump and saying, hey, we went from getting blown out to now keeping it close. We got to get over the next hump to say, hey, we're going to start winning these games, and we've won a few. But we got to get over that hump again and start winning consistently. And it's tough for us because that's 2 weeks in a row that we've come close within a touchdown.
Well, Coach, tell me about how the Division III football brand is here in Georgia, because this is an area that hasn't had a lot of Division III. It's very NAIA heavy.
No, it is, and I was fortunate to be one of the guys be one of the coaches that started the LaGrange program, and it's a continual learning process because the Division III brand, as you said, is not very well known down here, and there's a ton of talent, great academics in the Southeast, and quite frankly, with more and more schools popping up, even though that increases the competition, it also increases the exposure of Division III football. So, we really feel like we're in the middle of a gold mine down here. When you draw a 3-hour radius around Rome, Georgia, you're hitting all of Metro Atlanta, Birmingham, Nashville, Knoxville, Chattanooga. So that's why I know the future's bright, because we got a great recruiting base here.
And you have a stadium with groundbreaking happening almost as we speak.
Yeah, it is. They've done a lot of work in the short couple weeks, but we're fortunate here in Rome where we have a great place, a great alternative to play at Barron Stadium. They've hosted the NAIA National Championship game here, so we're fortunate we have a place in town.
It's Tony Kunczewski, the head coach of Berry College, here in their second season of football.